Hey everybody, I'm here with Garrett on Pie Records Plus from the Oldmen, somebody I recently found on Bandcamp, and it's a killer punk rock band. How are you, Garrett?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. This is your first podcast.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited to be the guy. You started something back in you had two singles back in the early 2020s. Let's talk about those first.
Okay. Those were just a couple of songs we recorded in my basement. Um, it was a song called "Moving On" by this band called The Evil from Florida, about 1966, and we recorded "In and Out" by Larry and the Blue Notes.
Nice, nice.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's super like super garagey. Um, but I was expecting something other than what I did. But it's so. I mean, you shouldn't record any other way. It was exactly. I mean, you look at the logo, right above you there, and it's a perfect representation of your music.
Man, I appreciate that. I mean, that's what we were going for, and our our lead guitarist Scott is like a whiz with that stuff, and so
Oh,
that
he
was
did that?
yep, yep. So
Oh,
the
it's
point of
sweet.
the whole thing was to make it sound like a '60s record, you know.
Yeah, it totally does. It totally does. And it sounds like it was recorded then, and I need that in the best way possible.
Thank you.
Yeah, totally, totally. So, you have some news. There's going to be something new coming out. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, Beck at Swell Tune Records is going to put out a 45 for us. Um, should be late summer, early fall. She's a busy person, so um, but all the songs are in the can. We're ready to go. We're looking at artwork and that kind of stuff right now.
Nice. Where did you record it?
In the basement at my house.
Yes. That's awesome. That's awesome. So tell us what to expect. The difference between maybe the singles and maybe the progression towards the full length.
You know, it's a lot of more of the same. Um, we have about 12 songs now to choose from, so we haven't really. I think, yeah, we haven't really decided which ones are going to go on yet. We're hoping Beck can help us out with that a little bit. But we've got, I mean, there's some like fuzzed out like stompers on there, and then there's some reverby, almost kind of surfy, jangly things on there that we could use. And my thought is maybe one of each, but
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be
yeah,
cool.
we haven't really decided exactly which songs are going to go on yet.
Sweet. Well, a 7 inch is always 7 inch or 10 inch. It's a really cool. One of my favorite formats.
Right.
Um, so will we be able to find that release on Swelltune on Bandcamp as well as the old thing on Bandcamp?
Yep. Yeah, it
Awesome.
should be on all the streaming services. Should be there.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, for people who don't know, describe what your sound, like what your exact influence is on this band in particular.
Okay. Pretty much 100% mid 60s to garage with some, I don't know, early 90s crossbone sort of influences too. But mostly we try to keep it pretty harsh, the 60s and 70s.
Nice. That second tune that you released, uh, that was really reminiscent of like the 60s, right before like the psychedelic hit, like thing came out.
Yeah. That one was funny because we had just learned that song, and it. We did a take of it. Everybody was like, "Oh, like something that was terrible." And then Scott, our friend at home, mixed it, and the orcs and all that mistakes still in there, and gave it to us, and we're like, "Holy crap, this sounds amazing!"
Yeah.
So we're like,
Yeah, it's always when you like, especially like when you solo tracks, when you're mixing, you're like, oh god damn,
right?
and then you know what I mean, like, and then once you hear it all together, you kind of understand like
Yeah,
how other people are hearing you as a band.
yeah. And if if the energy's there, that's the most important thing.
Oh yeah, you guys got tons of that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So what is your connection to Swelter?
Well, that's kind of interesting. Basically, how I became aware of them is through my old band. I was in this band called the Orangutans in the early 2000s, around there. We were kind of a frat rock surf band, and we were on this label called Wormtongue. And another band on that label was the Thunder Chiefs. And Sean from Thunder Chiefs, I believe, is Beck's partner, and just became aware of them through that. And sent her an email and said, "Hey, we're looking for somebody to help us out." She got right back to me. Said yes, which was amazing.
Sweet. So you're looking at a full length. You have two singles out on Bandcamp, which we'll have a link in the description for. But as far as shows, I know everybody's going to want to see you once the album comes out. So do you have any plans for that?
Well, we're going to try and do something. But
okay.
Ultimately, we'd love to get on some festivals or something like that. Touring is kind of tough. We're all old dudes that have other stuff going on. But, we play here in town as much as we can. And we really like to do like parties and stuff too. We don't just do club gigs. We'll keep out everything. So we've got a block party. I have a buddy who's a real garage punk record collector. Like, he's got the most amazing stuff. And he's having a block party at his house on Friday, and we're playing there a couple of sets. And then, and then we're getting some stuff lined up for the fall. Right now.
Cool.
And nothing firm yet.
Nothing firm. All right. Fall's always the best time of the year on the East Coast.
Yeah. Summer's so busy for us, and then so fall we can pay more attention to getting out and doing shows.
Nice. Well, I want to thank you so much, Garrett. We're gonna share this on YouTube and all our platforms, and hopefully you get some attention. I appreciate this, but there's one last question that I want to ask you, because I saw your post on Instagram, and I did in fact hear that there were some lies that possibly could be told. And I'd like you to just tell me a lie.
Tell you a lie. Let's see.
Make up a story. Or tell me the true story and give me a choice between truth and fiction.
Here's one. All of us are classically trained musicians from Juilliard. And you can really tell by the way we play.
Well, I don't think you can tell by the way you play. But I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if you were, though.
Oh, no. We're all self-taught. Just idiots.
All right, Gary.
We all came up through punk rock, so that's...
Well, I can really appreciate the effort to do it all yourselves, down to the last piece of art. I can really appreciate that. So thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much.
Please join our Patreon page to get special behind-the-scenes footage and segments.
exclusive to Patreon, YouTube updates, also a sneak peek of what's coming next week, merch, and also services, free flash drive exclusively for segments in the band.